Hey everyone, this is going to be a quick video showing you my Cold Steel 37-inch Blackthorn walking stick and explaining why it is that I'm not going to be keeping this. I bought this because I wanted a shillelagh, but I want something that I can actually, train with, that isn't too expensive and that can, take a little bit of abuse, so I bought the Cold Steel. The problem with this is, number one, it's much too heavy. This is almost 2 pounds. To be exact, it's 1 pound 15.8 ounces. So it's quite heavy. A typical shillelagh only weighs about a pound. Some were less than that. I'm sure some were a little bit more. But this here is almost 2 pounds. So I'm not fond of that. And it feels heavy. When using it the way a shillelagh is used, and I'm still trying to learn how they're used, but you can just feel the weight. This may look fast, but it just feels kind of slow to me. And it's because this here is, like I said, it's way heavier than it's supposed to be. Another thing I'm not fond of is the shape. Not with the knuckles. I actually like the knuckles. I think they look good, and I like that they put quite a few on there. But the shaft of this walking stick is oval shaped. Well, the oval is this way. So from here, if it's in my hand, basically like the way I'd be holding a sword or, a bokken or whatever, this is how it wants to be in my hand. Well, the problem is, if holding it from this side, you'll notice that the knob is now facing the side. It is not straight ahead. And the problem with that is, when striking from here, as you can see, this is how it's supposed to be, with the knob facing forward. This is how it wants to rotate in my hand too, though. So it's either going to be knob down towards the ground or knob up towards the sky instead of knob straight forward. So that's not great. Also, the shape of the knob I'm not so fond of. They reshaped it here, as you can see. I think it's to make it more ergonomic for the fingers here, and then if you're right-handed, the thumb goes here. This whole thing is made basically for a right-hander. But overall, I'm not fond of that shape personally. It just doesn't look right. It is comfortable, but it just doesn't look like a shillelagh. And it's kind of funny because the longer one that they have doesn't have that shape. It looks like a normal shillelagh, and the shorter one, same thing. So, I wish they would have done this more proper. And then, lastly, they have this fake wood-looking polypropylene, which I like. I actually would like them to be selling weapons that are made of this polypropylene. I think that would be really cool. But anyways, there's gapping right there. There's gapping, and there's all around here. Might be hard to see, but there's some gapping, and that's not great. So overall, if it wasn't for the weight and the way this feels in the hand, I would just ignore that, especially for the price. It's something I'm going to be using and practicing with, but the weight and then the shape, it just doesn't feel great in the hand. So I'm going to be sending this back, and I'm probably going to get the Night Watchman shillelagh. I think that one looks way better. It's definitely lighter by about a half a pound. So it's still heavier than a typical shillelagh, but, half a pound on a weapon, that's, significant. So that's what I'm going to do. Changes that I think would help would be if Cold Steel were to slim it down this way. That would definitely reduce the weight, and it would reduce that oval feeling in the hand of it, and which doesn't really feel great if holding it this way to strike here. If the head was turned 90 degrees, that wouldn't be so bad, but reducing that width would definitely help with the feel and the weight. So that's my opinion on the Cold Steel Blackthorn. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. and I'll see you next video. See ya!